Hi, Abraham. I have a question about wanting. I think you talked about it one of the last broadcasts also. Wanting. I remembered right now doing focus wheels that I used to want stuff when I was like 20, 30 years ago. I used to want big stuff, like a wife or girlfriend back then and kids and living on the coast. And I remember, I remember right now, I got everything I wanted. And I remember that I really said what I want. I really articulated it. Is it important to just say what you want? So I can say right now, I want to have a clean, profitable, highly profitable business. Is it important to speak it out? And also, it seemed easier back then when I had an easygoing life as a student, just like wanting stuff and keep on going without having it. Now it seems more, I don't know, being older, it seems more complicated. Can you talk about this? Like, it's the same, right? I want and I get it. So now with employees and jobs and business, it seems more difficult, but it's the same, right?
We are so happy to have this conversation with you. What a good way to have this conversation. So think about it. You're right. It did seem easier back then because there was less in your box. In fact, you could say, and we know we're really bringing this around again and again, but it can help you, all of you. Everything was, you might say, outside your box. There wasn't a wife in there, maybe a girlfriend, maybe not. Kids weren't in there yet. Ways of earning your living wasn't in there, business. In other words, it was all outside the box. You felt brand new. It's not the case with everyone who is just starting out, but with many of you, Esther's been thinking about that too, that feeling of all newness. It's like your life is just starting, so it's all out there. And since you haven't been experiencing it on your own terms, you haven't established negative inside the box beliefs that are hindering you. So you wanted it and you allowed it, and then, like most, as time goes by, you do become more of an observer of the relationship that exists and of the children that exist or the job that exists, of the reality that exists. So you settle into observing and regurgitating and observing and regurgitating rather than finding something outside the box. Friend, that's the reason that a few whatevers ago, broadcasts, events ago, we ask all of you the question, what has happened to the feeling of anticipation? That free-flowing feeling of wanting without limitation. That's what you're looking for.